The Colorado Avalanche look for one more win to make it 10 straight before we stuff our faces with turkey. So let's talk about it on a new episode of Locked On Avalanche coming at you.
You're Locked On Avalanche, your daily podcast on the Colorado Avalanche. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Locked On Avalanche, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I'm your host, Chris Micieli. Joining me as always, Mr. Zach Pearson. Thank you for tuning in, making this your first listen of the day, and for making the Locked On Podcast Network the #1 sports podcast network in the country. Always appreciated. If you want to get in on our conversation, then join our subtext. The link is in the show notes below. You chat with us one-on-one, get your opinion, everything Avalanche related, share it on this very podcast, which we will do here momentarily when we dive into this game against the San Jose Sharks on Thanksgiving Eve. And because it is Thanksgiving, we had some questions from the subtext people about Thanksgiving in general. So we'll talk about that. We'll have a fun third segment, and even end the episode with another jersey reveal. If anybody was paying attention on socials on Tuesday, a division rival came out with one.
They did come out with one.
And I'm like you. I want to hate it just because of who it is, but I can't, but I still have problems with it. I still have one massive problem with it. So we'll get to that in a little bit, sir. Let's start right off the top. Yes, we have one more. I want to say like Thanksgiving break. It's not even like a break like, school kids get. It's just you get Thanksgiving off because you're playing Thanksgiving Eve and you're playing the day after Thanksgiving too. So it's not like a vacation of any sort.
The NHL schedule is baffling to me.
Yeah.
1 game Tuesday, 15 Wednesday, no games Thursday. I get you're competing with the NHL and Thanksgiving or NFL, and all that. So I understand the no games Thursday, but then 15 again Friday. Like you only won Tuesday?
I don't get.
I don't understand, but we've talked about that before. We'll just roll on.
We don't need to dive into that again. But hey, you got one game before Thanksgiving, at least for the Avalanche, and up against the San Jose Sharks. So you've played them once already this year. You got from Jared Bednar some injury updates. Kiviranta seems good to go. So it seems like he's going to get back in some game action. Valnichuskin is getting closer, is what he said. Yep. And then he said for Gavin Brindley and Logan O'Connor, he said they're, quote, a ways away. And for the Brindley one, I'm like, okay, well, you said he was week to week anyway, and we're at the start of that.
Yeah.
For the Logan O'Connor one, we got the 6 month. Was it this was it like 6 month?
Something like that.
Surgery, which at the latest, the expectation was mid-November. We're at the end of November, and for him to say he's a ways away still, that is concerning. You've had some setbacks here.
I was going to say, didn't he say something about a setback? And I'll have to go back and try to find the quote, but I even thought he said something about a setback that wasn't necessarily related to the hip surgery, like a different issue.
Oh, did he really? I didn't hear that.
I'm not 100% on that. I think I read it somewhere, but let me try to find it and I'll confirm that.
Yeah.
Either way, even if it is related to the hip, it's not good news. Like, you really want Logan O'Connor back in the lineup. I love Logan O'Connor. I want to see him back on the ice. A ways away is not great.
A ways away is not, like I said, if he's going to say that about Brindley and just Brindley, but to lump them in together, like the Brindley a ways away is like, okay, that's what I was expecting. Let's say a month, if you're lumping in Logan O'Connor with that same phrase, is it the same timeline? Is that still a month for Logan O'Connor?
Yeah.
That's well beyond the initial timeline. So that's just the concerning part. And I'm with you. Like, you just love watching that guy play.
You do.
So, but you also want him to be 100% for when he comes back. So,
oh yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to wait on that.
I mean, I really hope he can come back sooner, but I agree. I'd much rather him get to 100%, feels good, ready to go, versus rush it and then injure himself worse and miss way more time than he would have otherwise needed to. So
Agreed.
hopefully it's good. I did like that Val Nichushkin was in a red no contact sweater today. That made me feel better, like just him skating. Because the first injury update for him when he was on the ice, standing there in like sandals and shorts and just shooting the puck from the I love that he's out there doing that. Kudos to him. That doesn't count as on the ice work.
Nope.
But yeah, so the first time I saw that, I'm like, oh, he's already on the ice. Oh, no, he's not. So seeing him skate around more is definitely good. I like seeing him in the sweater. That's right.
So, yeah, good.
Excited to see him make it the lineup.
Yeah, definitely. So you're going to be going up against San Jose Sharks. San Jose is still hanging around there. They're like we said before, like they're a fun team. And their last 10, they're 7-3, 7-3-0.
Yeah.
In their last 10. As far as their last 4, they've won 3 out of their last 4. 2 of those have been overtime. Well, one was overtime, one was a shootout. The overtime win was against Utah. The shootout win was against the Kings. And then they lost to the Senators, and then they just beat the Bruins. So, 3 out of your last 4 is good. 7 out of your last 10 is very good.
Yeah.
They're staying afloat. They're staying afloat, and Macklin Celebrini continues to play exceptionally well. He's great. He's great. And that we did our episode yesterday about the lumberyard in the Olympics. I think at the beginning of the season, when the conversation was, should Celebrini and Bedard be on the Olympic team? I think that was just like throwing it out there because, these are like the young up and comers. And then with how they have played, that's taken a very serious turn to, are they deserving to be on it? So
in my opinion, they should be on the team. I feel that those guys should be a part of it.
Like, I don't like, I would have no problem if they were, I'll say that.
Fair.
But and if the Olympics had never stopped with the NHL players, I would say yes, absolutely. But I'm also feeling like there's some guys that it's the deserving thing for me. Like we're talking about 18-year-olds here. They're going to get plenty of opportunities to play in Olympic games as long as we continue this. There's some guys that have not had the chance yet. And do I think they should replace them? I don't. I'm sorry. And then you can have the conversation of what makes the best possible team? Do they make putting them on Team Canada the best possible team? That's an argument to be had too.
See, I think you got to make the best possible team, and I think those guys, Celebrini and Bedard, do. And then my argument for that as well is you've got guys that maybe didn't get a chance to make the Olympics because there was the NHL out of the Olympics for a while.
Mm-hmm.
NHL's back, but it's not guaranteed to be back. So you don't know that these kids are going to have the opportunities later, which again is why I feel like you have to put the best possible team forward. And maybe an aging guy. I don't know who you take out, who's going to be on the team that I would replace until I see the final roster. And even then, maybe I look at it and go, okay. But I really like Bedard, and I even more so like Celebrini right now.
Yeah.
And I just feel they're deserving.
Or let me ask you it this way, and maybe not even a guy that hasn't been able to play because they took that break in the NHL. What about a guy who it's like potentially his last Olympic Games? Like someone like Brad Marchand.
I don't know, man. I'm still on the fence because the competitive nature of me would be more you want to get the guy who gives you the best chance to win versus the guy who maybe doesn't give you as good of a chance, but this is either his last opportunity or has proven worth for a longer amount of time. I'm really on the fence, but I love seeing younger guys get the opportunity and get to move up in it. So
I get it.
It is a tough one for me. Like I said, I don't know who I would pull out. I'll wait to see on the final roster who I would say, okay, I'd like to see you out and you in.
Yeah.
And all of these are my personal opinions and probably aren't the correct ones for something like an Olympic roster, which is why, believe it or not, the Olympic Committee doesn't ask me. So
Oh, they don't? They didn't ask you this
No,
year?
They didn't.
Oh, okay. They just took the year off and asking you, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Very rude, actually.
I know, right? So San Jose, 11-9-3, 25 points, which they are the first team out right now of a wild card spot, which is not terrible
Impressive,
for that. You know what I
right?
mean? Like, so they're, let's see, Vegas, who has a game in hand on them, is 2 points up, and Utah, who has the same exact games played, are 2 games up on them as well, 2 points up on them as well. So
Yeah.
they're right there, and they're still fighting. So I don't think you go into this game. I mean, you shouldn't go into this game, light anyway, because you got a win streak on the line. So why would you? Well, you want to keep that thing going as long as possible. You want to make that a double-digit win streak. That's a big deal.
Yeah,
So to have a 10-game win streak would be exceptionally sweet.
Yeah.
And then, Dallas is, I mean, it's crazy. You're 7 points up on them, or they're playing right now. They're going to win that game. We started this recording. The first period just ended. They're already up 4-0 on Edmonton. All right. So let's throw Dallas 32 points. So you're 5 points up on them. Like, you can't ever, you got to play that entire season where it's like Dallas is going to be nipping at your heels all year long. So you can't take a step back. And I'm not saying you play for Dallas, but you play because you have this streak going. This could be a historic season for the Avalanche if you keep doing this.
Could be.
Could be. We're a long ways away, but you're on a roll. So I don't expect the Avalanche, you're back at home for this. I don't really feel like the Avs are going to take anything lightly in this game.
No, I don't think so. And I mean, again, San Jose, like you said, they're on that 7 out of 10, that 3 out of 4. They're doing well. They've got young talent. They've done a lot of really good things to build themselves up. We talked about the power rankings yesterday. Their average spot is 23, which isn't fantastic, but considering where people expected them at the beginning of the year and the first couple of weeks, I don't think anybody would have ranked them much higher than bottom 6, bottom 5. And now all of a sudden, like, they're making a push, they're making a statement and letting it know. They're going to come out and give the Avs everything they can, because as a team that's trying to prove that they're not a bottom feeder anymore, this is the team you want to come out and beat. You want to come out and beat the number 1 Avalanche. The Avs, I think, at least I hope, will be, we're at home, we're going for that double-digit win streak, and this is a team that is playing well. We need to show up and we need to show out. So even with the injuries, before we move on to the next part, who do you think are we calling up to replace that last spot for the 4th line?
Oh God, it's like a revolving door right now.
I know it's been like 4 different guys.
Just because he hasn't played in a few, I'll say Taylor McCarr.
That's the name I was thinking too.
Just because it's like we're on a cycle almost. Him, Nielsen, Poland, or it could be somebody brand new that hasn't been called up yet this season. I don't know.
I was thinking McCarr. I was thinking
could
that.
be. Yep. Over on Subtext, we got a couple predictions for this one. Let's see. We have Aunt Kitty says the streak doesn't end here. 4-2 Avs. They'll be hungry back at home after the short slog of a road trip. That's true too. I mean, like I'm sure that, they're not happy with how they played on Saturday. I'm sure they're much happier with how they played on Sunday, but I think they want to get back to what's gotten them to this record now.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So you got that. Vargar and Madam Battleaxe. I don't know if they talked beforehand. They both said 5-2 Avs. Vargar says McCarr with a goal and 3 assists, 4-point night for I'm assuming Cale McCarr. Imagine
no,
that.
I'm going to go with Vargar's picking Taylor McCarr for a 4-point night.
Yeah,
I
right.
like that a lot more.
And then he says Celebrini with 2 goals. He's a big Celebrini fan, so
I am too. I mean, it's hard not to be.
And Madam Battleaxe 5-2. Avs dominate. Landeskog will score, and Marty Natchez will light the lamp as well. So there you go. I don't know. 5. I mean, yeah, the Avs are capable of putting up 5 all the time. Expect that Askarov will be in net and he's been great this year.
Yeah, he has been.
So if you can get 5 past him or whatever, 4, and then an empty net or something, that's pretty good. But
feeling good.
If anybody's capable of doing it, clearly it's this Avalanche team because they just score in buckets. So
yeah,
see where it goes.
Yeah. I think 5's possible. I'm thinking a little bit closer, but I'm thinking like a 3-1. I think, especially if Wedgewood gets the start.
I was going to say,
Wedgewood
who's
won.
getting the start?
I like him and Blackwood's back and forth on the shutouts.
All right.
I told him to blank off when he posted a shutout.
Yeah.
I have 9 1-goal games and you come out and do a shutout.
Right.
But so I think either one's going to do well. So
agreed.
3-1.
I think it'll be entertaining game.
Yeah.
Entertaining game. So, all right, let's get our first break in here. We come back. We'll get to some questions here, especially about who has surprised us the most so far in the early season. So we'll talk about that. And of course, a lot of Thanksgiving talk and that jersey from the Dallas Stars. We'll talk about all that coming up. We're going to hear from Monarch. Let's be honest, most of us can't even name all of our financial accounts, let alone what they're worth. Between 401ks, savings, and investments, it's easy to lose track, and that can mean leaving money on the table. That's why you got to start using Monarch. It's an all-in-one personal finance tool that brings your entire financial life together in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or on your phone. Monarch's visual dashboards and smart tools make it easier to understand where your money is going and how to make it work harder for you. So don't let financial opportunities slip through the cracks. Use the promo code LOCKEDONNHL at monarch.com for 50% off of your first year. That is monarch.com. The code is LOCKEDONNHL for half off your entire first year. Go check out Monarch today. Also brought to you by Doer. We've been wearing our Doer. Are you going to be wearing your Doer jeans on Thanksgiving? And you eat a little bit too much?
Yeah, absolutely.
They have 5 times the stretch of traditional denim, which you are going to need on Thanksgiving. So I hope you have ordered your Doer, because we've been talking about Doer for a couple of weeks now. I hope you took the time to go buy them, because they will come in handy every day, but especially for a Thanksgiving meal. So they're antibacterial, meaning your jeans stay fresh longer so you can wear more and wash less, unless you drop entire boat of gravy on them. Please don't do that. And they're made with a Cool Max that regulates your body temperature and wicks moisture, so it keeps you cool and comfortable as the temperature changes. Simply put, Doer makes the world's most comfortable pants without having to sacrifice style. Trust me, once you try them, they will be your go-to pants day in and day out. And you can check out Doer in store right in Denver at 2621
Larimer.
There you go. So you pick up a pair for yourself or buy them as an amazing holiday gift. Mention the promo code Locked On Denver in store to get 15% off of your first order. Or you can check them out online at Shop Doer. That's DUER, shopdoer.com/LockedOnDenver for that 15% off online as well. Shopdoer.com/LockedOnDenver. Go get them. And then just stuff your face, because they'll adjust mighty well. Yeah. All right, sir. So let's dive into some questions that we didn't get to the other day. Right off the bat, we had a question on, who has surprised you so far? And I think we're far enough into the season where we can answer that question. You're almost 2 months into the season. There's always surprises that come about. Anybody that rises to the top of that question for you?
2 people, I think, right off the bat.
Okay.
Parker Kelly, Sam Malinski.
Parker Kelly surprised you.
I had expected decent things, and I think Parker Kelly's had a lot of really good games. I think he's looked really sharp. I didn't think he'd look as sharp as he has. And so I don't know. I think I wasn't expecting a ton, and he's done a really good job. And so pleasantly surprised there. Sam Malinski is doing everything I hoped he would, and my hopes for him I thought were maybe a little too high. And I think he's done everything he's needed to do, particularly after getting back onto his proper hand. I think he's done just spectacular. So those are my two names that I think are probably the biggest for me.
I'll throw out three. Malinski was at the top of my list for sure. I think you have to say Scott Wedgewood. I think that is a surprise. To not if he was if like the kind of the roles were flipped and he had played as many games as Blackwood had, it wouldn't be a surprise. Like I have confidence that when he's in there, he can play well. But to take the lion's share of the starts so far and to continue to play exceptionally well, I don't think anybody really expected that or predicted that. So, it's a pleasant surprise, but I think that's definitely he's one of them for me.
Yeah, absolutely makes sense.
And then third, like this is not like a negative, not to say like, oh, I didn't think he'd make it this far, but it was an unknown, and that's Gabe Landeskog.
Fair.
You know what I mean? And not just like how he's playing. It's just, hey, like doesn't seem like there's any ill effects here.
Not so far.
He's going out. He is throwing his weight around. He's mixing it up. He's at the net front. He's taking hits where there's been some hits where, and I'm almost there, Zach, where he takes a hit and I'm not holding my breath. We're like, oh, is he going to get up from that? Like, but it depends on the hit. If he just takes your regular run of the mill hit, I'm like, it really is kind of like not a thought anymore where it's like, oh boy, I hope he's okay. But when he takes those, and he gets knocked on his butt, I'm like that with any player, where you're like, okay, is he okay? But it seems like are we over it? Are we over the concern of the knee?
There was a game, and I'm trying to think and remember which one it was. It was at home. It was in October, but I want to say it was the Stars because I want to believe that's who he hit. But I honestly cannot for the life of me recall. But I remember watching him lay a hit in the corner and win a puck battle immediately afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And at that moment, I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And since then, the only one that gave me like pause was him and Nelson running into each other and like their legs colliding.
Oh, yes.
And he went down a little awkward and I was like, but then he popped up and that was okay.
Right.
That's the only one since that one in October where I've
been
like,
imagine that if the
would be the worst,
he running into his own teammate is the one that sets him back
after it was a teammate that did the initial injury.
Right.
I mean, it would just be horrible, but
right.
That was the only one that I was like, eeks, what's going on? But he popped back up and he's good. So yeah, I'm there where I'm feeling pretty good about all of his time on the ice.
If anybody has any other players, throw them on out. Is Brent Burns a surprise? Shouldn't be.
Yeah.
But maybe like the amount of time that he's playing is maybe because we were all like, oh, we'll get those third pairing minutes and he'll play 14 minutes, 14 minutes a night. But no, like he's been good. He's been really good.
Really effective.
Curious to see what people want to throw out there. So throw it out. Let's stay on that kind of same topic, but AHL guys. We had someone ask out of the AHL call-ups, who do you think has played the best? They asked about the fourth line role. When I answered them, I was like, well, I don't think any have really like stuck out to me that have like done exceptionally well, because if there were that guy, you wouldn't have this revolving door that we're just talking about of who's taking that fourth line. So I answered him and saying like, well, of the fourth liners, I think they're all doing fine. None of them's really like sticking out to me. But if you're going to force me to just pick any fourth liner, or not fourth liner, I'm sorry, any AHL call up, I think Jack Chan has been great. He's come up.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
He did really well in his roles for sure.
Definitely. What do you think?
I'd say Nielsen, actually. I think Nielsen's done.
His last game, he was good.
And the game before that, he didn't. I don't think he has a huge impact all the time, but he definitely strikes me as a good motor, good going kind of guy.
Yep.
And like you said, last game, he did have a pretty good game. So I think that one probably for the fourth line. Jack Chan's probably got to be, I agree. As far as any of the AHL guys who have come up and played, I think he's probably up there as one of my favorites.
Yeah, definitely. Had a question about, it's kind of in the Thanksgiving realm. What are you most thankful for from this last off season? So during the summer months.
Got to be Brent Burns.
Brent Burns?
Got to be Brent Burns. It wasn't a huge movement offseason for the Avalanche. They didn't do a ton in the offseason. So if we're restricting it to that, it's got to be Brent Burns. Guy's done so well, I think, for what he needs to do, he's done, and he's done it really well.
My answer to this was not that I thought it was going to happen. Not firing Jared Bednar.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
I don't think there was. I think the talk was more within like the fan base and social media than it ever was in the front office of the Avalanche. So I don't think this was even on the table at all. But it's just in general, not getting rid of that guy is big. And look what's happening right now.
It's the right move. It so much is.
Yep. And then finally we'll end with this one and get into the third segment after it. I think it was Mike asks, what happened to the big hat for the player of the game in the locker room? Now it's just a puck. I agree. Like they did the puck a couple years ago, and then they did the big hat last year, which I think was Landeskog's idea when he was kind of just with the team in the locker room. And then it's just a massive downgrade to just go back to a puck. I'm with Mike here.
I'm okay with it. I think the hat was really fun, and I thought it was a really cool way for Landeskog to be involved in the locker room without being able to play. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what that was born out of. Now that Landeskog's back, I think they're just I think they're taking it kind of as maybe a business as usual, and you're still celebrating, you're still doing those things. I did like the big hat. Please don't get me wrong. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it every game. It was a blast. I don't have a problem with it not being there.
I don't have a problem with the hat not being there. I just have a problem with just passing a puck around. It's kind of boring. Like I want something like do like a Superman cape or something like that. Do something fun. Like the hat was fun. You looked forward to the hat. Like how that person was doing interviews in the hat. It was almost like you're not listening to their answers. You're just looking at them looking goofy in this massive hat. I like the weird things. I just think a puck is just dull. No one cares. No one cares. Do something fun. Give me a Superman cape. Give me or if you do something, I'm just throwing out all like superheroes. Put a Batman mask on somebody have them do an interview in that. You know what I mean? Like something fun. I am totally 100% with Mike on this. I mean, you're not going to get anything different during this season. So I'm expecting a big improvement next year. Already looking forward to next year and what the locker room player of the game will be sporting.
All right.
Come on, guys.
If they come up with something.
Pick it up. Because there's other teams doing some fun stuff, and we're just passing a puck around. Get out of here. All right. Last break, and then we got some Thanksgiving questions from our subtext crew. So we're going to dive into those right after this. Let's hear from Game Time. No, I'm lying. It's FanDuel. So we're going to talk about FanDuel. The NBA is back. There's no better place to get in on the action than FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. So even if you miss the start of the game or want to ride the hot hand, FanDuel has live bets on everything from who will score next to fourth quarter comebacks. Plus, you can even combine your live bets into the same game parlay for the shot at a bigger payout, which keeps everything exciting, especially when your team is making that late push. Give me an update on the Nuggets.
Still doing well. They won their last game, which we expected them to. Trying to pull up what their next game is, but I honestly
does NBA do Thanksgiving games? I know it's all in NFL on Thanksgiving, but does the NBA throw a game or two?
You know what? I actually don't think they do. But let me look.
I mean, I think all other sports just need to bow down to what the NFL does on Thanksgiving. So
it is. Like that is the NFL's day. NCAA football has games. NCAA basketball has games, but the NBA says no. So Nothing for Thanksgiving.
I mean, if you want to, you can. It doesn't have to be on the NBA. You can put a $5 bet down on anything. So hey, I mean, like you're saying, the NFL, throw a $5 bet down on one of those 3 games on Thanksgiving Day. If that thing wins, and that you're a new customer, you get $300 in bonus bets. So head over to FanDuel.com, sign up, and play your game with FanDuel. It's the official sports betting partner of the NBA. All right, let's talk turkey. So we had a bunch of questions from our subtext people. I don't even know really where to start. Does it really matter? No,
it doesn't.
No. So we'll go with Heather. First, stuffing or dressing. What do you call it? And is it cooked in the bird or on the stove?
Stuffing. And it's on the stove because I smoke the turkey. So it doesn't work inside the turkey on the smoker. If it was in the oven, probably would still be inside the turkey. But
fair enough.
It's on the smoker. Smoker doesn't handle it well that way. So,
but you're not doing stovetop, right?
No, it's still like homemade.
Good. Okay. Then that's totally acceptable.
Yeah.
And all those answers are right. Yes, it's called stuffing. I don't know who calls it dressing. I know
Apparently,
people do.
My wife's grandmother did.
I think that's what it is. I think it's like an older generation.
Possible.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you're not smoking it, yes, it goes in the bird. And then she asked, secondly, cranberries in a can or still in fruit form. I'm going option C, Heather, and in the trash is my.
Oh, you're so wrong on that.
You're a cranberries guy.
Homemade cranberry sauce, particularly do it with like orange liqueur that you cook off the alcohol, but it leaves that little bit of flavor to it, add some sweetness. My wife makes that. Oh my gosh, it is money. But I'm also going to add that it's not Thanksgiving if you don't have the jiggling can shape of cranberries somewhere present. So we always have a can of it anyway.
Oh, I'll go for the optics and put it on the table.
Slice it, have it for the leftovers because it works really well on a turkey sandwich the next day.
That's my thing. Like, sure, Thanksgiving meals are enjoyable, taste great. I almost look forward to the Friday cold turkey sandwich more than like the actual hot meal. And for that, I might spread a little bit of cranberry on some bread. But overall, no. I'll just go for the aesthetic of the jiggly can on
jiggly can shape.
Table.
You gotta have it.
Just have some color on the table. I'm okay with that. But to ask me to eat it is a stretch. I don't know.
To eat it. It's that homemade one for sure.
See, most of the time I'm taking homemade stuff over the mass-produced stuff, with the exception of that. I feel like the canned. The recreation of the can when it splurps out, it just tastes better.
That is Thanksgiving though. Like it's not Thanksgiving without the cranberry sauce in the shape of the can. That's what makes it cranberry sauce.
You need it. And actually, Madam Battle Axe did ask, do you prefer the jellied or the whole cranberry? So I think we gave our answer for that.
Yep, I think so.
Brandon asked, favorite side, mashed potatoes or stuffing? He says mashed potatoes for him. He can't stand stuffing.
You're wrong.
I didn't think people disliked stuffing. I thought that was nationally accepted.
You're all entitled to your opinion, except in this instance.
That one?
Yep.
I'm with you, man. Stuffing is so good.
I do love mashed potatoes, though.
Oh, yeah. No, nothing against mashed. I mean, if you want to throw yams in there or sweet potatoes, I might put that at the top.
I'm not a sweet potato guy.
Oh, really?
Not
with like brown sugar and everything.
See,
and
that's the sweet potato I don't care for. Now, if you take sweet potatoes and you do like a baked sweet potato, but with butter, salt, pepper, cheese, chive, that is still good. I like that. I don't. I'm not a big marshmallow sweet potato person.
Oh, I don't like marshmallows. Get marshmallows out for that. Whoever decided to do that
that's fair.
Yeah. No, I don't want that. Zach says, Zach R says, traditional Thanksgiving food isn't that good. Otherwise, we'd eat it more than once a year. Turkey is overrated.
Okay, so
Is
my
Zach the
wife would
ham
agree with
guy
you
or
on
what?
yeah, I guess so. My wife would agree with you on the turkey is overrated. I think you
Yep.
are flat out wrong on that. And I'm just gonna lay out like I've even got my wife sold on turkey now. Thanksgiving is easily in my top favorite holidays of all time. Like
Mhm.
I rank it up there in one of the days I typically most look forward to.
Okay.
My turkey goes in a brine 3 days before, and it sits in there
Oh,
3 full days before it goes onto the smoker. The brine's homemade, boiled, cooled, and then poured over the cool turkey into the fridge. It sits, it soaks. Pat's dry. I season it, pop it into the smoker. It slow cooks all day. It comes out. I mean, turkey is so good.
okay.
It's so good, and nobody appreciates it for how good it really is.
I think I'm gonna go pull up an application for Beat Bobby Flay for you to go on. And well, I don't think you make a Thanksgiving meal in 45 minutes, but good
No,
lord.
probably not.
Um,
I
I'm
do
gonna
enjoy to cook though. Cooking is
yeah,
a big passion. So
yeah. Um, I might have to take a flight to Colorado and
do
have
it.
Thanksgiving with you guys.
My door's open, man.
Uh,
Come on over.
that'd be wonderful. So yeah, I'm okay. Like turkey's fine. Like I'm more of the sides guy. Like I'll have like one or two slices of turkey on my plate and then just sides.
Fair
Because I prefer those, and I don't really go back for seconds too much, with the exception of the stuffing. I will go back for seconds
for
of the
some
stuffing.
bonus stuffing.
Yep,
Yeah. My
yep,
wife does her stuffing from scratch and like I think that mine is good. Hers blows mine away.
really.
So she's always in charge of stuffing because that's the so the problem with the two of us living together is we're both really good at cooking and we both enjoy cooking. And so if we're not careful, we easily will put on 600 pounds.
So,
So
well,
it's a
so you could have a Beat Bobby Flay in your own kitchen between the
oh,
two
we
of you
totally
guys.
could.
Oh man,
Like real quick story, just because it's really fun.
yeah,
We both do green chili, but we both do it a little bit different. Hers is more of like a soup style. Mine's more of like the smother over the top of a burrito style, a little bit
okay,
thicker.
yeah.
We both made it. We both compared it. We both loved it so much that we just blended them together, and it made this perfect
Oh,
blend of like, and the consistency was excellent. Yeah,
perfect.
no shot. Best
I
way to
love
do it.
it. So is that how you make it from now on? Like you make yours, I'll
We
make mine,
yep,
and then we'll just
we have
combine
to
them at the
make
end.
double batches. We've got so much green chili every time it comes out.
Oh, that's beautiful. Awesome.
Telling you, man.
Well,
Hop on a
speaking
flight.
of,
There will be plenty of food.
this is a perfect segue to how we're going to end this thing. Speaking of green slop, we got a new jersey announcement, and that is from the Dallas Stars. So they jumped on the old school black jersey train. Zach's already
We're going
giving
Roman
his, if he's
Emperor
going
here.
thumbs
Well,
up, thumbs down.
yep.
It's going Joaquin Phoenix here. If you're watching on YouTube, there it is, and Zach immediately goes thumbs down on that thing. I hate to admit this because it's the Stars. I do like this thing. I really do like it. I don't know. I think it's got a little bit of the old school feel to it. And I'll show another picture here where they really did go back old school on the collar. But I'm okay with this, man. I really am.
see, it looks like a weird crop top tank top with the
Mm-hmm.
black part and like the green under. I don't know. And again, I don't like
Well, yeah,
Dallas.
right. I mean,
So
it has
that
the Stars
automatically
outline over the entire, like the old Stars uniforms, where the star is just kind of like covers the whole uniform. So the bottom part of it is like the outline of a star, which is
yeah.
green. And then you have the white separating it, which is the outline of the actual star, and then the black up top. White and green collar. Like I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Where it gets a little dicey for me is that thing. On the collar, on the inside of the collar, they have 3OT 1999. And I maybe for some of the newer listeners, they had one of the most controversial endings to a Stanley Cup ever.
Yep.
Yes, in triple overtime. In that era, you couldn't be in the crease at all. So this whole stuff about being in the crease now, like that's relatively newer. In that era, like you couldn't step a skate in the crease, touching the goalie or not. And there was a foot in the crease, and the refs let it go, and Dallas wins their Stanley Cup. So they put that on the inside of the collar, 3OT 1999. And I just think it's kind of hilarious how it's a star, which kind of references an asterisk, which is next to this Stanley Cup victory.
Okay, that's good.
So, that's a little bit of twisting. Hey, but hey, it's a Stanley Cup champion. Their names are engraved on it. You can't take it away from them. I'm not trying to do that, but it will always be looked at as I don't know about that Stanley Cup victory.
They're going to sell so many of these in Buffalo to be used as fire starter.
Oh, the kindling. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I wouldn't doubt it. But I have to admit, I think it looks pretty good.
I don't like it. I get what they're going for with the star, but it looks like a crop top. I don't like it.
I hate to admit it because it's Dallas, but sometimes I like the uglier jerseys, like the Avalanche Air Force Base one.
Oh,
love it.
I knew you were going to say that.
Love it. I love the so ugly. They're good uniforms, and maybe that's where I'm going with the Stars one.
Maybe. Right. Oof. Rough.
All right. So enjoy the game. We will be, I think we're going to record after that. So we'll give everybody an episode for Thanksgiving morning while you're preparing your 3-day brine like Zach is. You have a episode to listen to. So we will record after the Sharks game. So stay tuned and tune in to that one for tomorrow. So thank you everybody for tuning in to this one, making it your first listen of the day. Of course, that is always appreciated. He's Mr. Zach Pearson. I am Chris Micieli. This is the Locked On Avalanche podcast. We'll see you guys tomorrow, where, of course, you will have made it through another 24 hours where Sidney Crosby's that much closer to being with the Colorado Avalanche.